Okay, so level 23 enchant is a maximum fire damage of 111. Alright, so let's add 111 into the mix. Which is, that was not what I wanted. 1,785, 1,785 plus 111. Then we have our skill damage, so we have a certain amount of skill damage here. Does it show on the panel? 35%, so we have 35% skill damage, so we're going to add 35%, which is 2,559 fire damage. Then we're going to multiply that by 5 because we have 5 shots, so that's 12,798 fire damage, okay? Now, that also applies to the explosions. So the explosions also get the fire damage, as well as the actual attack gets the fire damage, right? So if I don't build attack rating, then that means that I'm going to miss out on 12,798 fire damage every single time I fire my bow. It also means that I might not get the Hex Purge damage either, because the Hex Purge, I believe, does require me to hit the target. So I would be missing out on the Hex Purge damage. I would also be missing out on the fire damage of the hit. But I would still get the fire damage of the explosion. The fire damage of the explosion would still happen regardless of whether I hit or not. But I want to hit. Why would I not want to hit? I also think I remember something about, if I remember correctly, like that the arrow would fail to pierce if it doesn't hit the target or something. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, so that's another thing. So in Diablo 2 Resurrected, an arrow must successfully pass the 2-hit check, the attack rating calculation, to pierce an enemy. If your arrow misses, it cannot pierce. It simply impacts the target without passing through. There is a bug, however, to keep in mind called the Phantom Pierce bug. You might occasionally see an arrow virtually pass through an enemy, even though it missed. While the visual effect pierces, it is known as a graphical quirk, and the missed arrow deals no damage and applies no status effect. This means that if you don't build attack rating on an exploding arrow character, what you are doing is, number one, you are preventing yourself from dealing half of your damage output. Number two, you also are preventing yourself from piercing, because when you miss, the arrow does not pierce. So you do not get subsequent explosions after the first explosion. You want to hit the target because you want to be able to pierce, and you also want to hit the target because you're going to miss out on half of your damage if you don't. Hopefully that makes it clear to everyone why you definitely should build attack rating with a character that is utilizing exploding arrow.